Are you...
Does it matter? I could ask you the same question.
Look, about my assignment, I just...
You let your target get away. That is unacceptable.
There were extenuating circumstances. I was never told of a third party.
You don't need to be informed of such things. Her proximity to the target makes her one as well.
She was an innocent bystander.
Oh, please. Come on, anyone that close to a man like that is far from innocent. And to abandon the operation over this? You need to forget the past and just move on. You've done nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong? It was a child, for Christ's sake.
We need to keep moving.
Listen, I made a mistake. I should have...
Mistake? You wouldn't be working for us if you made mistakes. And if you did, you wouldn't be alive to discuss it.
Listen, if you think I'm gonna take this bullshit, then maybe you...
This discussion begins and ends here today. I don't come out often. In fact, you're the first agent to actually see my face. But I felt that this was worth the risk, that you were worth the risk. You're the best at what you do. Clean, methodical, always punctual. Or at least until now. But this is the truth of the matter. Retirement is not an option for you.
This has to end.
You've handled, what, 25 cases for us? Which translates to roughly 6 million. And this is how you thank us?
I've paid my dues.
What are you, 27, 28? You've got a good 10 to 15 more in you.
Want to hit 40? You'll tell me I can do 50.
There, now you're thinking like a professional.
Listen, I can't do it. I'm losing it. After today, I'm done.
Well, aren't you forgetting who controls your ticket out of here?
I do. Offshore accounts are out of even your reach these days.
Right.
Where did you get this number?
All the money stays within. The options you were given in the beginning were all the same. Contacts, inside men. We can't have careless, backstabbing little agents running around leaving trails now, can we?
What's stopping you from taking you down right now? I can empty my accounts before your body is ever found.
Do you really think we're alone here today?
You're bluffing. Who?
My friend. Right over there.
Take him. You're right. We are definitely not alone.
You have just retired yourself, Desmond. You won't make it out of this city alive.
We'll see. Oh, say, how's your family these days?
I don't have a family. That's rule number 1.
Interesting. No daughter? Sophia?
How did you know that?
You should call her. See if she made it to school today.
You son of a bitch.
Little girl's gonna be just fine. You'll see her just as soon as my money and I are where we need to be. Oh. See you around, boss. Oh, and keep your phone on. Your little girl's gonna be calling soon. Probably with a few questions.
This isn't over, you know. You will see me again.
Maybe.
Desmond? I was alone here today.
What?
I have no idea who that is. Probably just some poor guy trying to enjoy his lunch break.
You're lying.
Now there's one more ghost for your sleepless nights. And while you're lying there, you can think about all the innocent people I'm gonna have to kill in order to find you.
You should stop talking. Or your daughter will be one of them.
Welcome back, and I'm so appreciative to have the amazing and talented Jennifer Prettyman here with me. And she lived out in Los Angeles for a long time and has all sorts of interesting information to tell us about that. But first we'll talk about the shorts. So Jennifer, anything interesting that you can tell us about these two shorts, starting with Retirement Plan, where you're an assassin?
Boy, interesting. I suppose it would depend on your idea of interesting. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun film to make. We shot it in 2 days, Dan and I. That's the first thing we ever worked on together. And, you know, the filmmakers were great. It was a good experience.
What school was it for?
It was Metro State.
Okay. And then for Office Trouble, what school was that shot for?
That was actually for a film class at IFP. And John Springer was teaching the class. And I had worked in one of his films before, and so he asked me if I would help him out and do this for him. So, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay, so let's talk about your knowledge of Los Angeles. Tell us about how long you lived out there.
I lived in Los Angeles for 8 years.
So if somebody is thinking about toying with the notion of moving out there and becoming an actor, actress, what would you tell them? Other than don't.
You know, it's funny you ask that because there's quite a few people who I know, and you probably know as well, who've recently moved out there, and they've asked me that same question. What advice do you have? You know, what can you tell me? Basically, if you go out there, you have to really want it. You have to give it 110% and just really go for it. You know, there's so many people doing what you want to do, whether it's acting or production, or if you're an artist or a dancer or whatever it may be. Everybody moves out there to do that. So, you know, you'll walk into an audition and there'll be 40 people there that look just like you. It's just kind of the way it is. So I would just say you have to really want it, and you have to realize that it's going to take some time, and you have to be patient and just keep pushing for it. And